Hey everybody, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to WoW Classic Wrath and the Fresh Start server of Maladath. We did our Dead Mines run last time. It was pretty smooth, very successful. We got a two-handed mace and a one-handed axe out of the deal. So yeah, pretty good stuff. I went around and I did turn in... I turned in everything that we had to turn in back in Stormwind. So that is all done. Apparently the only things here that we really have to do now would be the stuff over on the coast. So we're going to go over there today and we'll see if that's enough to get us to level 20. Still thinking we're going to have to do some stuff in Thelsamar. Unless we happen to do a couple more runs of some dungeons to make up some of the levels here that are separating us right now from being able to go into the wetlands. I wanted to stay on in this area so that when we hit 20 we can pretty quickly head out to the logging camp and get our mount. That is why we are not over in Loch Madonna right now, because yeah, we're going to hit level 20 pretty soon. And I would very much like to run and get our mount. Actually, we're not going to have to run to the logging camp. I guess we are a paladin, so we're just going to go visit our trainer. I trained the rest of our skills, so we do have, you know, we have Righteous Fury now, we have Righteous Defense, we have our Taunt. And we should basically be good to go. We could probably tank a run. And at some point, I might do just that. I'd really rather just wait until we're level 20 and we have Consecrate. That's going to make life a lot easier. And I wouldn't have minded some runs of SFK, but I just don't know if it's going to be in the cards. We don't go into South Shore until like late level 20s, like level 25. And that's really like the closest flight point that we can get. Run up to the wetlands, up there at the highlands, over into Hillsbred Foothills. It's a little bit of a run to get situated over there. And I don't really think I want to do it before we're ready to go quest in South Shore. South Shore is going to be our jumping off point for Scarlet Monastery stuff. More than it's going to be a jumping off point to do Shadowfang Keep. By the time we're in South Shore questing, we're going to be out level for Shadowfang Keep for the most part. Sorry about that, I was apparently on mute and didn't realize it. So I was in the queue for SFK thinking that maybe we'd get some people to summon us out there. I'm not planning to make the run myself, so if the group comes together and we get a summon out to Shadowfang Keep, I will happily do it. But, yeah. What's this for? That's a damn good question, yeah. Stocks? SFK. Okay. Coast isn't clear. We need to kill a bunch of different Murlocs, warriors, tide hunters, oracles, coast runners. Yeah. And the coastal menace, we need to find Old Murkai and take him out. Drops a shield, which could use. And I queued up for SFK as either DPS or heals, so we're not going to be tanking that one with our current loadout. We can DPS it, we can heal it, we can do some combination of the two, but we will not be tanking it just yet. Who's tanking? Good question. You put the group together. I mean, we could tank, but I don't have Consecrate yet. It's going to be better when we get Consecrate, when there's not going to be a question of who's tanking. We'll be putting groups together ourselves, and I'll be relying less on just getting invited to random groups. Sometimes getting randomly invited really works out, like it did in our Dead Mines run. Other times, it just doesn't get off the ground. And no one knows what's going on. That does happen more often than not. I guess I will tank this. I guess tank this will. Oh, okay. I have no sword or shield. Your name is Tank This. I do have a crappy shield, and we have the good one-handed axe. Speaking of the one-handed axe, I have this feeling that we may need to start skilling it up. Either way, ultimately, yeah, it's just SFK. We could take a group of people in there, and it probably wouldn't matter what our group composition was at this point. Maybe back in Burning Crusade it would have mattered, in Classic Vanilla it would have really mattered. But currently it probably doesn't matter that much. Let's get a big old heal here. I am going to keep whacking away at this guy. What's the fastest way to get there? Hills Brad? Guys, we're gonna keep doing what we're doing. And if people get out there to summon us, we will do this run. And if people don't get out there to summon us, I won't be too broken up about it. Yeah. Maybe we'll do the run, but maybe we'll be able to get to level 20 before the run starts. Weapon skills here, what are we looking at? Axes, 62 out of 95. So not bad, it's coming along. Our shield is like absolutely the worst gray shield you could ever imagine. But, yeah. There's old Murkai. We couldn't be invited to a group, obviously, because we are in a group. And we had our back turned to the whole area, so... I need another. This is, it's shaping up to be quite a group. I don't think this run's gonna go. I'd be surprised if it did. I really need this guy to step out here with me. He's not gonna step out here with me, is he? Can I hit him from here? I can hit him from here, but as soon as he moves, we're gonna be in trouble. Okay, that's good. We are out of mana, which is not great because we are also getting low on health. Pretty much just saved our lives. This Tide Hunter's just going, gone. There's a treasure map. We can check that quest out. It's going to lead us to various places to uncover the captain's hidden treasure. Forgot about that one. And let's go ahead and drink and get all of our mana back. Guess we're in combat with that one for some reason. Don't really know why that would be the case. Nothing but junk in there for the most part. Go ahead and we'll switch back to the two-hander. The one-hander's pretty decently leveled up now. We're hitting with it consistently, so that's good. Yeah, we're gonna have to run quite a bit, apparently, to get to any guys that we actually need for the quest. The coast runners are literally all the way to the north, so this would have been an okay quest to have a mount already, I feel like. Could have been good. Oracles and Tide Hunters here. This is not going to be good because if they can heal it all, they're going to cross heal each other. I just hope that they don't have a heal. We need to heal ourselves. Could be good. That's about all the underwater fighting that I would really like to do right now. Let's get ourselves back to shore. Oh, we don't need tide hunters. It's a good thing that I just pulled 2 of them. Just making sure this quest goes as smoothly as possible, right? Oh, we're out. Oh, we're gonna get killed. Oh, we are so dead. We are dead right here, actually. I used that stupid divine protection again. This is the level where I need to stop using divine protection because it's just gonna get us killed. We have a health pot we can drink and maybe we'll live. Yeah, I'm really surprised that we're gonna survive this. We don't deserve to, but we did. So we need an oracle. We need coast runners. And we need warriors. We don't need these hunters at all, but unfortunately there are about 1 million hunters, so we can try to go around some of them. Luckily a player did what we just did and they pulled the entire area, so yeah, it looks like we're in the clear here for a second. Let's figure out where these guys... Oh, you know what? Let's just ignore them completely. We don't need any of them. We can grab an oracle right here. That'll be our last oracle. And then we could continue to the north for warriors and coast runners. We're just missing every single swing. It's getting bad. There we go. Alright, we also have the treasure we can kind of hunt for. I think we could do a lot of that while we're up this way. It is going to involve fighting some guys that we would not otherwise need to fight, I think. I'll try to minimize that. Let's go here. Let's kill the pet first. Yeah, I don't know if we're getting to this. I don't know if I can fight all these murlocs. There are warriors here that we do need, but there's a lot of everything else that we don't need. This guy's gonna ruin our lives. Ooh. Yeah, this is not great. I don't feel well equipped to deal with this. Yeah, see, that's terrifying. If we'd have missed that when he's running for help, we're really, really, really screwed. Let's try to pull this one back on his own. Is he going to pull the hunter? No. Okay. Let's pull him all the way back here. Okay, we've got everything off cooldown if we need it. I'm going to try to creep in. Look at that. Alright. Very cool. We're going to go ahead and ignore the buzzards around the dead body of the Threshodon. We are going to come over here and get this tin vein, though. We very much need tin. Probably ready to start doing some smelting soon. What I did on the mage that worked out is that I would save up materials, and every once in a while I'd sit down for 20 minutes and just pound out a bunch of crafting. So I'm probably going to do something pretty similar with the crafting here. And we're about at that time where I'm ready to actually progress it a little bit. That being said, it has proven to be pretty expensive to progress blacksmithing. Oh no. Oh no. Let's go here. Let's grab this guy. Let's try to pull him back over here. Maybe if we keep the warrior, we can drop everything else. That's kind of what I'd like to do. We've got 2 pets after us for some reason. I really don't know why. Okay, there we go. We killed the warrior. Everything else dropped off of us. That was actually exactly what I wanted to happen. Flasks of oil. Flasks of oil. Huh. He said he doesn't have a shield or anything. It's the fun world of pugging, guys. I wouldn't recommend it. He says, yeah, I have Righteous Fury, so I'll be fine. What a sport. He would be better off healing it. He'd be better off just pressing some healing buttons and letting us, we'll just wing it. We'll just each play, we'll all play our class, and we'll try to keep people alive. And we'll just, if we get into the run, we'll just make the best of it. I need a guild. I need a guild that won't mind that most of the time I'm not going to be like looking at guild chat. I need a guild that understands like every once in a while I'm going to toss like something into guild chat and that's going to say something along the lines of, hey, looking for people for this, anybody interested? And then that'll probably be like the only way that I really interact directly with guild chat. Because I don't like having the constant scroll up for the kind of content that I make. I like things to be chill, and even if like guild chat itself is pretty chill and relaxed, which, you know, sometimes you get into a decent guild and it is like that. The problem is that the constant scroll draws the eye to it. It's very distracting from like a viewing standpoint. And it really isn't what I'm going for. So yeah, I would join a guild that would understand that I'm not going to be incredibly active in the guild chat. And it would have to be a group of like just semi-logical, normal adult humans. Basically no drama, no like insanity. Like keep your insanity out of the game, please. We all have our own little insanities, and that's absolutely fine. I just don't want to hear about them in guild chat. Can I get up here? I can, but why? I've totally lost the thread of like what I'm doing. Warriors, we need warriors. We need coast runners. We were getting the oil. I don't know if that's the only place we can get it? Maybe we can get it up here? We need to pluck like one more of these warriors out. Like, you seem like a good candidate. Let's grab you. And now all we need are coast runners. We need to go get this tin. That's what I was doing for a second, and then I just got utterly distracted. Yeah, coast runners are going to be all the way up the coast. We probably don't even want to do that run down here. Let's do the run up top. Yeah, I think it's going to be easier to avoid billions of murlocs if we're just kind of running around up here. That being said, I guess we have gnolls to deal with up here, but not as many as the murlocs. That's probably going to be a little bit safer for us. And I guess the other thing about being in a guild is, like, you guys see when I play, I mainly play throughout the workday. Sometimes I get on in the evenings. Been trying to make an effort recently that I get out in the evenings at least a few times a week. But sometimes it's hard to do that. And I know a lot of people are just more active in the game in the evenings. That's when people have the time to play, generally speaking. It's usually when guild activities are formed. I know that if I want to raid, I'm going to have to be raiding in the evenings. The thing about raiding, though, is like it's on a schedule. It's like 2 to 3 nights a week, depending on your guild, and it's at a specific time. And that kind of stuff I can always make time for if I know the days and the times and they work for me. Then I can make it work. But it is becoming clear that I'm probably going to have to find a guild for Wrath. And I'd like that guild to be here. I mean, I'm planning on taking the mage into Wrath first, though, is the only problem. Eventually, I want my 2 characters to be on the same server. But we can't transfer on or off this server for the first 90 days. So 2 months into the expansion launch is when we'll be able to transfer on or off. And that's pretty far in. I will probably have needed a guild before that happens, so... Alright, well, there we go. There is all the murlocs that we need. We are done with murlocs. Let's come over to the fields here and see if we can't get the flask of oil off of the Harvest Watchers. See, we may want to be fighting the little ones, because the people are not going to need the little ones for the other quest, but they're going to be farming these ones for the kill quest. So I don't know if maybe we can head down to one of these other farms and have better luck there. Okay, this person's not going to be able to tag all of these guys. the great thing is if we get this summon, it will allow us to more easily get the flight point in South Shore. So that would be incredibly helpful, and it would almost be worth it to stick it out with the group just for that, to be honest. Well, that's all the oil we need. Let's head down here to the other treasure, and we'll see what's going on with that. We've got a couple of things completed. I just don't think it's gonna be enough to get us to level 20 yet. Now, fair warning, we're going into Shadowfang Keep. I'm gonna roll on everything that we could possibly use. So, if it's a shield, we're gonna roll on it. If it's a one-hand upgrade, we're gonna roll on it. If it's a two-hand upgrade, we're gonna roll on it. We're gonna roll on everything we can use. Because we don't know what kind of gear is gonna drop overall, and I don't know how many opportunities I'm gonna have to run Shadowfang Keep on the Alliance side. So we're just gonna grab what we can, and usually I'm a little bit more judicious in the things that I'll roll on, as you guys have no doubt seen. But this time we're just gonna have to take whatever we could possibly get. The next part of the treasure is, of course, all the way back to the north. Do I really want to run up there and do that? Not particularly at this moment. I think I would kind of like to get these turned in. We'll see if we can find old Merkai, and then see if we can turn in before we get a summon. If a summon we do get, seems like we may eventually get a summon. The group is held together so far, so it's promising. And I've actually forgotten if we're tanking or healing. I have a feeling... Oh yeah, we're healing it. We're healing it. Should be a good time. Feeling pretty good about this character still. We're catching up to where we were on the Blood Elf, and that's good. When we get our mount, that's going to be a big breath of fresh air. Just being able to get around a little bit faster and make some more expedient progress. There's old Merkai. Oh, he's level 20. That's a disconcerting message we just got. You have been disconnected from Blizzard services. Excuse me? Why has that happened exactly? You have been disconnected from Blizzard services. We are, in fact, still connected to the game. So... that's true. Maybe they had a server issue with Battle.net? Because I can't really imagine why else that would have happened. Unless I just got banned and they haven't told me yet. I don't know why that would happen either, but sometimes weird stuff happens. Let's get these turned in. Let's take the shield. We are pretty close to level 20. Pretty close. I actually think if we go over here and we fight some stuff that we'll probably just be able to grind out to level 20. Maybe even before we get a summon, depending on how long it takes them to get somebody there. So yeah, we managed to hit level 20 before the group got a summon out. That's kind of good for us, actually. So we're going to fly back to Stormwind, and we're going to try to train some stuff here.
Need help?
We do need help with our inventory situation, though. Yeah, that's true. We can toss that shield now. Ochre we don't need. Okay, let's get on a flight point here. Because at this point I'm probably going to make them wait. They don't have to wait. But I'm probably not going to take a summon at this point until I have, until I've trained.
You need something? See you.
Looking at our talents, of course, we do have 2 points to spend because I am awful at spending my talent points. So we'll go there and we will grab Seal of Command because I love Seal of Command. We're dealing the additional 31 to 40 holy damage on our melee attacks. And then when used with attacks or abilities that strike a single target, this additional holy damage will strike up to 2 additional targets. So it's cleave on 2 additional targets of the additional holy damage that the seal does. So Very, very cool rework of Seal of Command. I loved it on the Blood Elf. I'm gonna enjoy it here as well, obviously. And then after that, we will go into Conviction. Yeah, we'll go into Conviction. We could do an eye for an eye. You guys pointed out that, somebody said that eye for an eye would bring something down to an instant cast, would bring Exorcism down to an instant cast. I don't know if that all criticals against you cost 5% of the damage taken to the attacker as well, the damage caused by eye. It doesn't say anything about that though. Sanctity of Battle increases the damage done by Exorcism and Crusader Strike. Crusade increases all damage done against humanoids, demons, undead, and elementals. So, not beasts, not dragonkin, and not spirits? I'm probably missing the other type. That's not right. So it does more damage to most. It does damage to most enemies. There are some quests here. I don't think any of these are dungeon quests for SFK. I don't know if the Alliance has dungeon quest for SFK. I truly don't. We will grab some of these quests here and I'll take a look at them later. I don't know what they are. Speaking of Fortitude,
King's honor, friend.
Royal Library in Stormwind and speak with somebody.
Go with honor, friend.
Okay, could do that at some point. Probably chains into something else. Almost there, I guess. How can you guess if you're almost there? You're either almost there or you're not. Tinkmaster Overspark. Yeah, that might be a breadcrumb for a Nomergon quest.
Well met.
Holy cow. Okay, we need Consecration. Flash of Light, as we are going to be healing, might be good. No! Oh no! Oh god, no! Wait!
Light bless you.
I take it back. Oh god, let me take it back. I failed. Epic fail. Utter failure. I have to find a vendor now, and I don't know where there is a vendor in the Cathedral of Light Square. I've never seen one. So, yeah. Yeah. Big fail. Oh, gosh. We were so close. Is there not a vendor in here of any kind, please? Just anybody? Ugh. Where are the street vendors when you need them? Yeah, that was just a total mess up. And I don't even know what I'm going to sell, but I'm going to sell everything I have to. I'm going to sell everything I have to. This is just bad. I just clicked. I got too click happy. I clicked too many times at the wrong thing and it cost us our mount. We gotta sell everything. 36? Was it 36 silver that we needed? We might not have enough stuff to sell even if I sell all of our mats. But this has to happen. It has to happen.
What can I get for you today?
Oh no. I don't think this is gonna cut it, guys. Is that gonna be enough?
Watch your back.
I hope so. I hope I read that right. This guy is just not making it. He's just not getting there. So maybe we do have all the time that we could possibly need. He's having a really hard time. I don't know why he would, like, because for me, like, I would not start a group for SFK unless I could get out there expediently. He might have been hoping what we were hoping, that he could just get an easy summon, but you can't really start a group and think that, you know, I went in as DPS or heals, kind of thinking maybe a group that's already formed up that needs heals might invite me, and then therefore we can get a summon pretty easily. That's not really a good approach to do if you're leading a group.
Greetings.
Okay, careful. Whew, yeah, everything else would be nice to have. I'd love to have Blessing of Kings. I just can't do anything about it right now. So we got our horse. Everyone be happy. And yeah, I don't think that there's really anything else for us to do except, like, wait for a summon. We can grab this. Tome of Valor. Tome of Valor, okay. Apparently I just ignored this when we came in here. You don't actually have a quest because Questy is being incredibly weird. What is this?
Be careful.
Okay. Valor and all the virtues that go along with it are like a rare mineral. You must cherish them when you find them because of their value, but you must also take the time to harvest them, refine them. When mixed together properly, a strong alloy is formed, sometimes unbreakable even by the most powerful blows. This strength, your faith, your bravery, must be tested. You must learn to never lose faith and realize that with the power of the light, you can overcome things that most others cannot. Okay.
What can I do for you?
Good, your lack of hesitation is a sure sign that you are prepared and eager to test yourself. So be it. At the very end of Westfall's long shore is a small house. That overlooks the ocean? No, a small house overlooks the ocean. At the very end of Westfall's long shore, a small house overlooks the ocean. There a couple lives, the Stillwells. Jordan is an incredible smith, and he's gone to Ironforge to meet with the dwarves for a while. But this has left Daphne, his wife, alone and unprotected. Reports suggest that the Defias have all but taken over the area. Daphne may need some protection from the villains. Go there.
Alliance.
She's probably dead, if I had to guess. Let's see. Oh, she's all the way down there. I don't know, could we get that done before we get a summon? Maybe. It's not going that way, we won't.
Light be with you. Be careful.
I guess there's not a reason for us to, like, not continue with just questing. We don't know how long it's going to take this guy to get there. I could check the map. At this point, I'd rather just be surprised. A lot more stuff opening up to us now in the wetlands that we are level 20. Kind of hoping we could be level 21 or 22 before we actually have to set foot there. That would be nice. But what it means is that we might not have to do a bunch of stuff in Loch Modan. Things I might want to do there. It would probably be okay to come and grab mercenaries, do the Ogre Kill quest, and get Chokesol's head. That would probably be good. We could do the excavation stuff as a higher level. I wouldn't mind doing that. So maybe we'll do that. I don't really know if I want to do Bingles' stuff. We might out-level it even. But we can do the level 18 stuff and the level 22 quest. The Elga's Gauntlet we could probably do. Yeah, I might do some of the higher level stuff in Loch Modan before we head over to the wetlands. That would be smart. What do we want to do here? I could track down the treasure now that we have our mount. It's going to be a little bit easier. Red Silk Bandanas, I've taken that quest before, but I can't figure out this time around why people don't have it for us to pick up. We've checked the top of the tower 3 times. And nobody wants to give it to us, so yeah. Did we complete it? No, it's not complete yet. I actually have no idea where it goes. Let's see. Locate Captain Sanders' chest and open it for your reward. Just face west from the bottle. Walk. Oh, I see it on the map now. I didn't even look out here to see it. I thought we were actually going to have to figure that one out for ourselves. No, why would we do that? Are we going to have time to get there? Yeah, we're going to take the time to get out there and get this one done. Interestingly, we don't get dismounted anymore. Our horse can now swim, so that's good. We don't go any faster than we would just swimming ourselves, but at least we don't have to remount. I'm actually kind of iffy with the level 26 Paladin. We had a level 27 at first in the Deadmines run, and it was going to stop us from getting any kill experience. It would be really unfortunate if that happened again, because I'm not going to do a run where I don't get kill experience. Yeah, we get all this stuff. Which means we get another 8-slot bag, which is actually amazing. Okay, so bag space, we're not doing too bad now. We finally got it sorted out. After going broke to get the bags, we've got a few 8-slot bags now, so... Well, there we go. That's actually not bad. Yeah, I'd rather tank now. Even though our shield is kind of crappy, it really doesn't matter. And I'm assuming it's going to be easier for him to find a healer than it is to find a tank, so... we're going to ride the coast down here, and we're just going to pray that we don't get dismounted too many times. Maybe we can get this one turned in before we find a healer. I don't really know what the queuing situation looks like here. It looks like there are no healers. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it looks like there are no healers. I am glad we didn't stop everything we're doing to try to travel out there. That would have been a big waste of time. I feel kind of bad for the folks who did. I'm hoping this can still go. There we go. I didn't have faith. I was going to spam myself. Now, I don't actually know if we can get down here from the coast or if we have to be up on the land. I'm realizing that I'm not too familiar with this little area down here. I don't know if I've ever done this quest before. But we're going to find out how exactly we're supposed to get back into this place. Kind of hoping that it's from the beach. I'm hoping it's good. It could take us longer than that to figure this out. I think I see it. Oh no. Yeah, maybe we're not going to be able to do this now. If I can't find a way up here, we have to circle all the way around. Maybe this will work. We really just need up here. Yeah, guys, I actually don't really know how to get there. Let's try going up here. 59 seconds of me clipping on a hill. It's gonna come right down to the wire here. I've never been over here.
You need something?
You're either here to take my land, or the church finally sent someone to protect me.
Safe
Okay,
travels.
let's just go. I don't know what's going to happen once we investigate the area. I want to check that quest out, but I'd like to actually get this done. It's been a long time coming, so here we go. Okay, let's do the sword and board, or axe and shield, as it were. Let's turn Righteous Fury on and be smart. I love when the mage tells me I can pull more. Like, I think that we'll just feel it out and leave that choice between the healer and the tank. And then someone says, okay, let's wait. I love pugs. Pull more, okay, let's wait. We could, like, you know, give ourselves might. That would be cool. Who needs wisdom? I must have gave you might. Probably gonna use Judgment of Wisdom here just to try to get some more mana back. Oh, that was a good miss. It's really gonna be helpful when we totally miss. When I said I was going to roll on everything that was an upgrade for us, I wasn't kidding. I'm going to roll on everything that we can equip. Ooh, that mana burn or whatever they did there was nasty. We went from a third of our mana to having like no mana. Pretty much immediately. Nothing from him, not the axe, not the sword, just some cloth with a bunch of stamina on it that somebody might need. I guess the mage thinks they need it. A ring that requires level 21. Yeah, we're gonna roll on that along with, like, everybody. So, I mean, I'm gonna point it out here that the mage just went ahead and rolled need. He's lucky he didn't win that, because, let me double check. Sometimes I read things wrong in my haste. No, he needed on it. He's a mage. So that's our polite reminder that you know, you need certain stats to play the game on your class, and what you don't need is strength. So yeah, if you're a mage, yeah, you're sorry about it, but the thing about being sorry about it is that when you roll on it and you need it, you literally can't give it to anybody. You can't trade it. So you need to be more than sorry. You need to be like aware of what buttons you're clicking. I have a feeling that all we're going to get in here are greens. That's the feeling that I currently have. Might not be a bad time to get all of our mana back. Leather with stamina and intellect. Pretty good for a druid healer. Do we have a rogue? I mean, look at the classes in the group. Do we have a rogue? I don't see a rogue. Alright, this room. This room could be tricky. Let's go ahead and get our mana back for this room. I'm actually surprised that the whole room did not pull. This might be the first time in Classic that I made it this far without the whole room pulling, so yeah, here it is. Here it is, here it is. Let's lay on hands ourselves. I'd like for all of us to be here for the boss, if that could be possible. I have a pet peeve where like people aren't present for the boss and then they like roll on loot, so I'd like to give them all the chance to be here. I know we have some skinners back there skinning some stuff. Alright, looks good. Doesn't he always drop the same thing?
Dares interfere with the sons of Aragal.
We have Voidwalkers coming in a second here. I did say it. We're gonna roll on everything we can equip. That was a perfect time to level, because otherwise we would have had no mana at all going into this. And there are some cloth shoulders, 9 int, 5 spirits. And here he is, the man himself, Aragal. Oh, really?
Release your rage. Another falls.
Oh, good. I guess we line of sighted our healer. Oh, battle res. Battle res.
Another falls.
Another falls. We're falling left and right. Let's get him. Good show. We got a couple people dead. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing one more, actually. Yeah, it's gonna make it for a long episode, guys. And I am sorry about that. But I hope you guys are into it. Yeah, I'm gonna do... I think we should do one more. And, that should be good. I think I'll do a little edit here, and then I'll cut us back in if we do another one. Alright, we're back for another round of SFK. Considering making this its own video depending on how long things get. But yeah, here we are. We're gonna do one more run with this group. We did replace a mage with a paladin. And other than that, we should be ready to go. Pretty good experience in here. I don't mind doing it back to back because we might not get out this way to do it very often. Having Righteous Fury on would be really smart. Not really sure how or when it went. Oh, we died and we got a battle res when we did the last boss. That's what it was. Yeah, we died and we got a battle res, so... Now I understand why we don't have Righteous Fury. Yeah, it's not worth manaing up before going into this room because these guys just drain all of your mana. You just don't get to have mana in here, I guess. I suppose we're going to see all of the same loot. Okay, I do need mana for the next room. I'm running out of water to drink, so that's kind of an issue. We have a mage. We can ask for some water if we need it, but should be fine. Should be fine as long as we don't keep getting mana burned. We are running out of space in our inventory. It's getting very bad. Would be nice to actually win that as the tank. See if that happens. Perfect. But where did it go? There we go. Yeah, that's what we needed. I'm pretty happy now. I did notice we're not getting any experience for this run though, because we have invited to level 26. So the guy we replaced is too high of a level for the instance, and the group lead was not paying attention to that. I didn't notice it until just now. And so that actually cost us a lot of experience that we would have got in here, so I'm happy that we at least got the shield, because otherwise this would have been kind of a waste of time, to be perfectly honest. We do need to rebuff, that's true. But yeah, you have to be careful when you're inviting people to a group that they are actually matching the level requirements of the dungeon. Otherwise, you don't get any experience. Getting 15 experience a kill when we should be getting 100 and something just feels bad. Feels bad. Well, we got a one-hander upgrade, and we got a shield, so I guess we can't complain too much. Maybe some of the level 20 guys will get real experience from them. I don't know. It's only half of the dungeon that's like that, so... Yeah, we're getting 123, so... anything level 20 and over we'll get experience from. Anything under level 20 we won't get any experience from. That's kind of how it goes. Alright, so when is this whole room going to pull? Is it going to pull when we walk up here? Yeah, maybe it's not going to pull the whole room. This will be the first time I've seen it not pull everything to us.
sons of Aragal.
I'm gonna go ahead and get some mana back here. Well, there we go. That was our second run. That was pretty fruitful. Now, granted, we didn't get a lot of kill experience from that one, but we did get a main hander. We got a shield. Last time we got the back. Got a lot of green upgrades, so that never hurts either. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this one, guys. Thank you all so much for being here. I really, really do appreciate it and all the support on the series so far. I am going to take a break here for the afternoon. Thank you guys again. Take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we will see you back here again sometime really soon. Bye for now.